Billy Joe Saunders has had his boxing license suspended by the British Board of Boxing Control today after posting a video online where he appeared to be giving tips about how to hit a woman. Now, I saw the video, and as far as I can tell, Billy Joe Saunders was clearly joking. It was clearly some dark humor going on there. Now, I'm not going to give my take on whether or not that type of dark humor should be permissible. All I'm going to say is that everybody knows in the hypersensitive climate that we live in today, making jokes about things like that when you're a public figure is going to get you in trouble. It's not the first time that Billy Joe Saunders has been in trouble for his pranks and what he considers to be jokes. When he got a crackhead a couple years back to punch a random passerby in the face, he was apparently fined 100 grand for that. And as I say, he doesn't seem to have learned his lesson, because here we go again, Billy Joe Saunders. And there was previous incidents. I remember the other video he posted several years ago where he was in a HMV store and he got his son to walk up to one of the staff and punch them in the groin. So not the first time Billy Joe's done something like this. Will he ever learn? I don't know. Maybe he's just got a bit of a screw loose. Again, some of the things Billy Joe has done, I completely condemn. But when it comes to dark humor, to me, it's a gray area. Okay, because I grew up, you have to understand, I'm a person of a certain generation. I grew up where comedians, for example, would often tell very near the knuckle jokes. But because it's comedy, people understand that the guy's not being serious. I know a lot of truth is said in jest. Okay, but the comedy was always a gray area where you could get away with saying certain things which you wouldn't get away with in normal discourse. Yeah. And people understood that comedy was a way of making light of some very serious issues. And from a psychological point of view, maybe we need to do that to some degree. Okay. Obviously, there's limits. There's certain things you can't really make light of. Again, it's a gray area. I don't want to go into it. I said I wouldn't, but here I am trying to go into it. So let me step away. So Billy Joe has been suspended. He's going to have a hearing. And will this become an issue for his potential bout against Canelo Alvarez? Well, we don't know what's going on with the situation in the world at the moment that we're all going through. We don't know when boxing will resume. Hopefully, this will all be resolved by the time boxing returns and won't get in the way of Billy Joe Saunders potentially fighting Canelo Alvarez. Because I think it's an interesting fight. I mean, I would pick Canelo Alvarez strongly in the fight, but look, he's got a limited number of challengers out there, Canelo Alvarez. Who else is he going to fight? I mean, there is Demetrius Andrade. There is the other fight with Golovkin. But, you know, Billy Joe Saunders is undefeated. He's a super middleweight champion. So why not? I think it's a decent fight. And as I say, it will be the biggest fight Billy Joe's ever been involved in. The first super fight he's been involved in. Let's see if he can rise to the occasion. But first of all, he's got to get this suspension. Well, maybe he's got to get the suspension lifted. If he fights Canelo in the United States, it might not matter. I don't know. Every case could be slightly different when it comes to whether a suspension in one country has a knock-on effect in another country. We'll see. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Billy Joe Saunders suspended by the British Boxing Board of Control. You know, when he did that video with the crackhead woman, that to me was way, way over the line. Like, to me, that wasn't even funny at all. Because you're talking about getting someone who's obviously vulnerable and ill and, you know, hooked on drugs and getting them to punch a random passerby in the face. There's nothing funny about that. So stuff like that, hell no. Other stuff, you know, it's a gray area. In my generation, people joked about things like that on the television, you know? So for somebody my age who's not as hypersensitive as the younger generations are, it's not so outrageous. If you get what I'm saying, but to younger people, a lot of them have been raised to be very hypersensitive. They find these kind of things completely outrageous. So I don't know. Let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. What's happening about.